Well, hello and welcome back to Funny Megita Jones. Happy New Year! It is January 1st, 2024, y'all, and I thought this would be the perfect day to show you a flip through of my 2023 bullet journal before we start into the new year with the new bullet journal, which I will be showing you later this week. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. There she is, y'all. All of 2023 in one little book. Yes, I completed a full year of bullet journaling. I am so excited. So some of you guys said you were looking forward to this video, and so have I. Because I'm looking back, I didn't really look at any of my spreads after I did them. So it's kind of nice looking back. Yeah, and I've kind of had some thoughts about what I liked and what I didn't like. And some of you started following me months into the bullet journaling, and so you probably haven't seen the older spreads. But yeah. So yeah, let's get into it. As you know, this is the first time I did a budget bullet journal, and I started off last year with the theme of follow the yellow brick road to financial freedom. And basically it's a yellow brick road into New York. And if y'all don't know, I'm from New York. So it's just basically following my yellow brick road into New York. And so I set up a bunch of different little pages, not little pages. I set up a bunch of different pages in my bullet journal that I thought would be helpful for me going into the year and kind of tracking things and keeping a tally of certain things. Some of those pages I used, some of them I didn't. What I'm going to show you basically is the monthly spreads in this video. When I go over my bullet journal setup for 2024, I'll be showing you what I kept in and what I took out of the tracking pages that I had at the beginning of this journal. So we're not going to be going over those in this video. We're going to be going over them in the next video. My new 2024 bullet journal setup. We're going to be going over those, but I did want to show you the cover page because I actually really do love the way this turned out, and this yellow brick road theme is following throughout the introduction of this bullet journal. So there you go. So if we flip through January, which is not labeled, we started out the year with January, and I basically, when I came up with this concept, I really loved it. I was just like, I love the colors, I love this, I love that. And I still like it, but as you can see, I progressed. I got a little bit better. And I was kind of nervous about what I should do because I was watching all these bullet journaling videos, and I was just like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Blah, blah, blah. So I went out and I bought some acrylic markers, which I still have and I still love them. And I bought some stencils, and this was done with a Dollar Tree stencil. This background right here was done with a Dollar Tree stencil, and these were done with lettering stencils I got off Amazon. So kept it simple. I hadn't started putting things on this side. I just started putting my cover page on one page and leaving this side blank, which after a while I thought that's a waste of paper. So you'll see in a couple months that I started utilizing this side of the page. So there you go. There's the January setup, and the theme has followed throughout. We've got our, the theme was pretty minimal. I mean, it's not too much going on. You're just kind of like following this here. And I did put quotes here. When you start off a new year, you get very ambitious and you do all the things. And I kind of fell off with the quotes, as you'll see as I go through. So that's the calendar page, which I kept. This changed a lot because what I thought I was going to do is to keep it simple. I was saying, I'm not going to write all this stuff in. I'm just going to create stickers and I'll have it lined up and everything. And the thought was, it was a good thought, but just lining up the stickers and positioning them on the page. And then I still end up writing things. I just said, you know what? I'll just write it. It'll be fine. And this page changed a little bit, as you can see, going through the rest of the year. Sorry about that, y'all. I had to fix the light. It was acting all wonky. Okay. So that's my January budgeting page. And I needed January going forward. I just called it budget. And then we have an Etsy stats page. And we have our January view, which is where I view my expenses versus what I budgeted for the month. Okay. And I actually kept more stats here, but as you see with the Etsy pages, I really did fall off because some of my Etsy sales went down, and then therefore I wasn't tracking things. So I'm going to be doing this page up a little bit different in the new bullet journal. I'm going to be tracking these things a little bit differently. Just say that. So there you go. And then we have my savings challenge page. And these pages are pretty much all the same. We have the savings and savings challenge. This was a page that I changed this going forward. So you'll see how things have kind of morphed throughout the months. This page, I still really like this page a lot because it tells me where I started with my sinking funds and where I ended. And I have a total of here what the difference is, plus or minus. And then I have over here some investment notes, which I didn't keep track of, and just notes in general, which I didn't keep up with. But overall, I really do like this page. It's a good reference page, so I'm going to be keeping that going into 2024. Okay, as you can see, blank page, wasted space. But this was my February theme, and in my February theme, we're still using stencils again. We're using the letter stencils, and we're using the heart stencil that I got from Dollar Tree, and I wanted to do a Valentine's Day Black History Month kind of spread. And so this is what I came up with. And I remember that I did some kind of mistake here, and you know what? I covered it up so well that I forgot that I covered it up. So I made a mistake here, and I can't even remember what the mistake was, but there's a piece of paper here that I used to cover up my mistake. So there you go. And this is very centralized on this page, but I did like the way this page came out. And here you go. Not too much going on with the page. Very simple. I started to get more embellishments on the page as I go on. But you got your simple Black History Month following through. I just did not want to do a whole kind of theme going like this across here because I just thought it'd be a little bit too much. So I just kept it simple. And this is where you see I simplified the budget page. So if you look at this budget page compared to January's budget page, I decided very quickly, yeah, you're not going to be doing the little stickers. So if you got, I've got it differently lined up here, and I said we need to simplify this because this is a lot going on. So this is where I ended up with, and I really do like this layout. So this is what I've kept going forward. Okay. My Etsy page and my February review and the savings tracker again. Now, I don't know if I announced that I was doing a donut theme but you guys really like the donut theme. I liked it too. These are just stickers that I made from graphics that I got from Canva. And yeah, and I just printed them out and created, and these actually stickers right here from Dollar Tree. And this is what inspired the whole donut theme look. Is these stickers right here. So I said, oh, I'm going to do a donut theme. I saw these stickers in Dollar Tree. I'm like, I gotta get them. I gotta do a donut theme. So then I pulled a bunch of images from Canva and made them into stickers. And this is what we ended up with. And I actually do like this one. This came out kind of cute. And we have our calendar pages. This is when I started tracking with symbols. And I kind of do like tracking with symbols like this. And I think I'm going to start doing this again. Because it's just visually, it just tells me what's going on with the page, which I really like. The little piggies represented no spend. These little these are bill due signs. This represents Etsy paydays. And then I have my, 9 to 5 job payday right here. Okay. So there you go. And I was still doing important dates and goals, and that kind of slacked off too. But yeah, I like the way this turned out. And yeah, then now I'm looking at this here, and I used the white jelly roll pen. I don't know if y'all can see it. It shows up for me, but I don't know if it shows up on camera. But I do like the white on the color, so there you go. And this was a very easy thing to do because I'm just putting stickers places in it. It kind of worked out. It kind of worked out for me. And then our March review, and I love this quote: "You can't buy happiness, but you can always buy donuts," and that's kind of the same thing, is it not? I think so. Okay. So then we go into, this is the first time I took and added a highlights page because March was a very good month for me. I got a spot award. I got a good tax return. I had 20 no spend days. I got a raise. I got an Amazon gift card. yeah, I did. There was a lot of good things that happened in March of this year. So I wanted to track them. I thought, I don't really highlight things like that. And that's why this right here is a little different from this, because I added this page in kind of last minute going, I should really, create a highlights page. This page is on the rest of the spreads going forward. But I'm going to be recording these a little bit different as well, since this page was not utilized as much as well as it should be. And of course, I have my trusty savings page, which I really, really love. Now, April, this was a last minute spread, and I really liked the way it turned out, because basically I'm like, oh, I need to come up with a spread. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? And I took a paper pad and I just cut it apart and used it to embellish my my April spread. So all of these images are from, except for the words, are from paper pad. So this right here, this quote is from this paper pad. There are stars in her eyes and flowers in her hair, from paper pad. All of this is from a paper pad, and it turned out so pretty. And I just like the way, and this is where you can see I have a lot more embellishments here, and I just like the way it turned out. And I encourage you, if you're doing a bullet journal and you have paper pads, just looking through some of your paper pads. They have a lot of embellishments. You can cut them apart and start putting them in your bullet journal and create really cute spreads, and that's what I did here. So this is one of my favorite ones. I would, if I were to rank these between January and April, I would say this is by far my favorite of the first quarter of the year. Okay. So, and then I would do the donuts second. I do like the Black History one, but I think I want to do something more outside the box. Something, I'm not quite even sure what I'm going to do in February. Now I have to start thinking about it. Now I'm thinking about it. I have to start thinking about it. There you go. So, but I want to do something a little bit more interesting in February, not so obvious for the month. So that's what I'm thinking about. And so we have April, and that's one of my favorites. Oh, I so love the way this looks. Oh, okay. And highlights. There you go. And I had a couple highlights here. Then we did the New York theme. These are also images that I pulled from Canva that just spoke New York to me, and I kind of customize them a little. This right here, I customized right here. And then this is supposed to be a quote from, the Jay-Z, Alicia Keys song, New York. And I spelled New York wrong. I mean, it was late. I spelled it wrong, but you kind of get the idea what I was going for. So I really did like this because you have all these little elements that make me think of New York. And then you've got the subway titles here, which I thought, that's so cute. Right here, I was trying to create a subway map, so I'm not quite sure if that comes off, but this was inspired by a subway map and all the little stops, and these are actual colors that I don't think there's a pink on the subway line, but that's what I was going for, is the kind of subway map looking graphic up here. You've got our hot dog stand, we've got our hot dogs, got a bagel. Ugh, gotta have a New York bagel. And yeah, and I think for some reason I didn't have my stamps. So, oh, this is a stamp right here. This is an Etsy sale, Etsy pay. Yeah. So yeah, I had some stamps here. These NX represents no spins. So this was a good month for no spins, if I'm looking at it correctly. And I think I had, 15 no spin days, no budget overages. Oh, that's a good month. Ooh, look at that. And also I launched new products. Look at that. I need to keep up with my goals and notes. Okay. So, so there we go. And this is the budget page. Again, this is inspired by Subway Map. Yeah, I like it. Coffee, what is it? I don't know what these things are called. They're usually at the top of the Empire State Building where you could look out over the city, but I don't know what those scope. I don't know what those things are called. But anyway, Pidget, fire hydrant, Chrysler Building. There you go. And some more. Of course, I had to have a subway station. Come on. And these are all. Oh, I didn't say this, but all these colors on these circles represent colors of actual subway lines. Now there is no 0 line. But there's a 2 and a 3 that is both red. and there is a B, and there's a G and a T, and I believe I think there's a Y. I don't take the Y train, but I believe there's definitely an S. S stands for shuttle. There's an E, and I don't know if there's a T. Is there a T? I think there's a T. I know there's an R and a W because those are my subway lines, and there's definitely a V, and the R and W is yellow. And there you go. Yeah, so all these absolutely do represent subway lines, I believe, because I don't think there's not an O, and I'm curious about the T. But anyway, yes, there are subway lines. And yeah, so I had a couple highlights this month, and yeah, at 22 no spin days. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay, so we're getting to one of my favorite spreads here. You can see the change from the gradual change from this to this. And I started playing with my ink pads and my stencils and everything. And I just really got into it. So these are actual stickers, and what I use is ink pads. Let me see if I have any. I used these kind of ink pads, and I used brushes for this. I'm working on something else, but I use ink pads and brushes for this. And it's just a matter of taping things off and using the brush to kind of blend the colors in. So this represents a stand. These are stamps. This is Happy Planner stickers, leftover Happy Planner stickers I have. This is a Dollar Tree stamp right here. This Beach Time was a Dollar Tree stamp. These are some of the Amazon. This summer was the Amazon stamp. This is Happy Planner sticker. Happy Planner sticker, the Stick Girls. Yeah, I really did like the way this turned out. And these are Dollar Tree stamps right here. So, yeah, I just love the way it turned out. So, my thing is, if I see something that I can use in my planner, and I'm really starting to gravitate away from stickers and stuff like that, and because I believe that, I mean, for me, I have more creativity when I have inks and dyes and stamps and stencils. I can do so much more with those and be a lot more creative than with just a sticker. And when I was doing Happy Planner, I had a ton of stickers and I thought I had to use them, but the reason I have so many left over is because they didn't really inspire me. The ones that were left over, like I used the good ones that I really loved, but the ones that are left over, I wasn't too thrilled about them. So I've gradually purged those stickers, and some of them I have used. Some of the ones that I do like, I have used. Like, I love these palm tree stickers. They're just gorgeous. But I've also gonna now have a palm tree stamp, and I have a lot of ink pens, and I have a lot of dies, so I can kind of recreate this look. But, you know, stickers are easy, so I'm not gonna balk at that. But yeah, so there you go. And we're gonna go. Then we got the whole sand theme coming into the calendar, which when I was doing, I'm just like, wow, this is really a lot, but I kind of liked it. Now here, I wasn't too crazy about how this turned out. I have the little stamps, and I was trying to use the little stamps to represent a bathing suit, a little grill, the sun and everything. And it was okay, but it didn't really, like right here, I was trying to do a gradation going up, and it didn't do what I wanted to do. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. We got our little beach girl, little palm trees. I just really like the way this spread turned out. And you can see the difference. See, I'm pointing out my little flaws, which you guys are, I didn't see that. I hand cut these, and then I got tired of hand cutting some of these things, some of these titles. And I said, okay, this one, we're just going to do it on the cutter. And it turned out so much better. I'm like, why didn't I do them all on the cutter? So there you go. The cutter just does things better than I do. So there you go. The only thing that was complicated about this spread is cutting these little stickers around these boxes. And over here, when we look at this, I don't know why this was it wasn't cutting properly. And I was trying to cut it without cutting through the page. And luckily for this, it had this kind of, so I couldn't cut through it. But I was trying not to cut through the page, but I was having a hard time cutting the stickers. But it all turned out in the end, so I'm happy with it. Okay, and the budget page, Etsy review page, the highlights page. See, I didn't have too many highlights here. And I have my beach girls here, which they're so cute. Then, this is June. We're going to go in July. And this is, if we pick out a spread, this is probably my third favorite spread. I really like the way this one turned out. This is July. And again, inspiration comes in last minute. I wasn't sure what I was going to do. And I was like, I have to come up with a spread. I don't know. Sometimes thinking of these spreads is kind of like, oh my God, what am I going to do? And I go, I'll just do fireworks. And it worked out so well. I hand wrote this. And it's just taking a metallic marker and just flicking it out into a circle all the way around. And it worked out so well. So yeah, I really like the way this one turned out. Really like the way this turned out. Now the only problem that I had with this is this paper that I use, this black paper I use, is really thick. So it really bulked up my planner. You can see, this is all July right here. This is all black, the black part right there. That's all July. So yeah. But it's kind of worth it. And I had to do a little bit of surgery, so the pages will actually fold back and forth, because when I first did it, they were like stiff and they wouldn't fold. So yeah, it worked out. It worked out pretty well. I don't know what else to say. I just really like this. And I like the confetti works on this page. This one's a little busy with the confetti. I think I went a little bit overboard, but I still like it. And Etsy and review. Savings. This is where you can see it started to get a little wonky, and I had to do a little bit of surgery and cut some of that out. And I'm glad the surgery didn't cut into the other pages, because that could have been a disaster. And oh, in July I went on my vacation. I went to Disney, so that was the highlight of the month. And yeah, so then we go into August, when I came back from vacation, and I kind of phoned it in because I had asked a couple of people after I did my July, what should I do for August? And somebody said, oh, Barbie just came out, do a Barbie theme. And August is also my birthday month. So I said, I'll put Barbie on my birthday cake. And I used a couple stencils here. This is like an animal print stencil. So these are all stencils in the cake. And Barbie, this was hard to do, because if you look at the Barbie packaging, it is a white line within. It was just a little difficult to do. And then I had to find the right kind of pink, and it was just a mess. And it did this whole spread. This page right here I like, but you can see I did nothing over here. This is one of my least favorite, because it's just very incomplete and very rushed. And I was kind of going through I was just exhausted that month, and it's just like, that was the month that I kind of took a break from YouTube, and it kind of shows, because I really didn't do too much. But I did like the way this turned out, but it took forever for me to figure out how I wanted to do this cake. I like the way the cake looks, but I feel like I could have put more effort into it. But overall, I'm okay with it. Not happy, don't hate it, don't love it. I'm okay with it. So that's the cover page, and then we go into here, and this is, to me, looks like a hot mess. It just looks like a hot mess. I'm not gonna lie. I have some lipstick, some lips, and some good times. I mean, the intention was there, the execution wasn't. This looks okay. You can see I didn't fill in anything on these pages. I barely filled anything on the budget pages. I think I actually did go back and fill in some of the stuff, because it's like, it doesn't look like I use these pages a lot, but I actually do. Like, I like to have things recorded in a couple different places for certain things. Like, in terms of the money I put in my envelope, I like having it recorded here, and also on my trackers within the envelope. And so if I want to just kind of see where I am, I could just pick up this whole book and, kind of take it on the couch and just kind of look through it and kind of make decisions from there. I don't have to bring all my cash envelopes with me. So that's why I do like this, and I can see what's going on. And also with the saving tracker pages, it kind of gives me a little story of what's going on. But yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not crazy about it. It is what it is. So these are little hearts, pink hearts, and these are little eyelashes, but they look kind of creepy. They look like bats. If you're not looking closely, they look like bats, but they are eyelashes. Yeah. And you can see I did nothing with my Etsy right here. Very, very minimal with my review page. No highlights. These are lips. They're okay. I did fill this out, so that was helpful. So now we're going to head into September. Now September, I did like. It was this is very, very fall. And this one I just used, I took a piece of sticker paper and I stamped a bunch of stamps on them in different, using these types of inks, these archival inks. And the reason I did it on sticker paper is because these archival inks bleed through the paper. So I would have stamped directly onto the paper, but it kind of worked out better because I was able to stamp on the sticker paper and cut them out of my cutting machine. And then I could figure out how I want to place them. So if it was easier to place them the way I wanted them than if I stamped it and I go, it's there. I can't move it anymore. It's there. It's like, so with the stickers, I could say, oh, I have a little spot here. I can cut a little piece off here and place this there. It kind of worked out. And so basically, it's basically fall leaves. Stay calm and keep loving fall. September, this is a stencil right here. And these are all basically stickers right here. So I really like the way that turned out. Then we have some more stickers here, some maple leaf stickers, leaves falling, and these are stamps too. This is, I think I got this from Michael's. It was like one of their first sale, one of those things that you get at checkout. You know how they have that row of stuff when you're standing in line at checkout. They have some little, sometimes they have stamps and they just have random stuff. So I think that's where I picked those up. And I really like these. These are the leaves I really liked a lot. So I did like the way, it's very fall, y'all, very fall. No Etsy here. It's very sad, not using the pages. And you can see, I didn't even fill out my savings. And there was no highlights. So you can see that I kind of fell off a little bit. Now, this is after I came back from my little hiatus and just getting back up to snuff with stuff. And I kind of fell off a little bit with some things. So there we go. And then we have October. Now, October is also from a paper pad. I did a little drawing here, which I wasn't I wasn't crazy about these little drawings. I said, okay, I started drawing here and I said, okay, let's stop. Let's stop with the drawing because it's not turning out the way you want it to. You really didn't plan it out. You're just kind of winging it and it's not looking cute. But what I did like about this spread is I just used, what did I use? I used my candle lid, the lid that I have on my candle, and I just traced little half circles here, and I just used the little dot. Before it was just done, it was almost done, but I'm like, it feels like it needs something, and I just traced the little dots using the dot pen, one of these dot markers in gold, and just did little dots, and it worked out kind of cute. And it really added a lot to the spread that was kind of, in my mind, a little bit empty. So you've got October and a little 2023 here. And like I said, I just pulled these out from a paper pad. I cut up the little images. I fussy cut them. I didn't put them on my cutting machine. Sometimes I feel like if I put things on my cutting machine, it's going to take all this time and everything. And sometimes it's just, you might as well put them on your cutting machine because it cuts better and it just does a better job than I do fussy cutting. But I never remind myself like that. So this is... I did this on the cutting machine and you can see it turned out a lot better. So these are letterings that I got from the only sticker books that I now buy from Happy Planner are their lettering sticker books. And this lettering seemed to work with this spread. So I used this throughout the spread and I cut these little guys out with my cutter. And that's why they all are pretty decently cut. Now, I didn't want to do an October spread in October. I'm not a big Halloween person. I have nothing against Halloween. I mean, if I'm invited to a Halloween party and I want to go, I'll go. I'm not anti-Halloween, but I'm not into the spooky and all this other stuff. And I didn't want to feel like doing an October and a Halloween spread. So that's why I kind of did another fall alternative. And that's what you'll see in the fall months are different fall alternatives, different interpretations of fall. So, but I did want to add something that does represent Halloween. So I added this little Halloween sticker here that kind of says, yeah, on the 31st, we're going to be celebrating Halloween. So there you go. And you got your little deer here. You can see, you might not be able to see it, but I can definitely see, like, this was not hand cut. This was cut on a cutting machine. And I believe this is cut on a cutting machine. This, however, I fussy cut. But if you can't tell, good. Good, good, good. So you can see the lettering that I used here that I thought went well with this lettering, went well with the color scheme in here. But then I got to the review page. I'm like, I ran out of letters. I don't have any more of these letters yet. At least not enough to spell out review. So I had to use a different kind of sticker there, which I was okay with. And I had to use it for the highlights page, but I had enough for the savings page. So there you go. I think it turned out okay. And this was one of those themes that I just kind of like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And I was looking at my sticker books and I said, not my sticker books, from my paper pads. And I said, let's just pull this page. I go, I like this. Let's pull this. And this was a more colorful page with a bunch of little images through it. And I just put it in my cutting machine and went to town. November. Now, it's a toss-up between this one and my December spread, I'm not sure which one. Okay, it's between December, June, July, and November, which are some of my all-time favorites. November, June, yeah. June, July, November, December. Yeah, those are my favorites. So I don't know, when we're done with this in the comments, why don't you tell me which one is your favorite? Which ones do you like or you gravitate to? I really like this one. This one took a lot of work, and this was not my original idea. This was inspired by something I saw on Pinterest. And I tweaked it some to kind of represent the things that I wanted to represent. But basically, it's fall to me, and I challenged myself to use 2 colors and markers, not including the gray. Okay, so 3 colors: gray, this marigold, and a brown, and a black pin to highlight everything. And I absolutely love the way this spread came out. This is one of my favorite spreads. I think it looks cute. I love that I drew it. I'm very proud of myself for hand drawing, because I haven't done any hand drawings in years, and I used a lot of pictures for references. And I just really like the way it came out. I like the sweet potato pie candle. I don't do pumpkin pies. If you know, you know. I like the little coffee cups, which has some delicious treats. I like the little, the wine. I just like it all. And I think I said this before, but if you're curious about what this is fruitcake, my representation of fruitcake. And I have some books that it says Good Fall Reads. It's just very cozy to me. It just speaks very cozy. Then I did themed pages. So this is the reading page. And for reading, for me, a good little nook, and you got your glasses on, you got your good books, you got a hot beverage, and you got a good candle. This candle says Thanksgiving dinner. I don't know what that would smell like, but I imagine it would smell like, just a really good Thanksgiving dinner. I don't know how you would recreate that smell in the candle, but whatever. I really did like this quote. You can see that I've added some quotes. I was skipping quotes throughout the previous months, but I did add for this one. We should certainly count our blessings, but we should also make sure our blessings count, which I thought was a great quote. So, yeah, and I got the little turkey here to represent Thanksgiving. These glasses, I love the way these glasses turned out. This whole month, I love the way it turned out. I was very happy with myself on this. And then we've got our sweet tooth page. We've got another fruitcake here with some sweet potato pie, and I guess this could be a pumpkin cupcake, and on whatever kind of pie you want, some kind of warm drink. I just love this page. And caramel apple. I don't usually eat caramel apples on Thanksgiving, but it works. It works. Hold on for just a moment. Okay, I'm back. It was getting a little chilly here. I had to warm it up a little bit. Okay. So, and then we have, this is all the things, all your gear you would need to go out into the fall, on a fall winter day. It's not too cold, but it's getting a little chilly. It's a little colder than it was in September. So you got your socks, you got your mittens, it's rainy, so you got your umbrella, your scarf. It's just all the things you would need. And once you come back in, you can have a nice hot apple cider with some, you got your apples here in your hat. I love this page. Then I don't follow any football teams. When I was in California, I used to follow the 49ers, but since I moved to New York, which was many moons ago, back in the 90s, I haven't been watching football. But I know there's a lot of people where fall is all about the football. So I wanted to include something like that. You've got your football banner here, your helmet, you got your beer mug, you got your finger, You got your tickets over here and pizza, and I like the way this turned out too. Then we've got our, and you can see I have no highlights here, other than I celebrated Thanksgiving. Then we've got our highlights page, which since we did turkey on the turkey over here, I thought we have a ham over here. So it's a ham with all the little decor and the corns and the squashes and everything, the pumpkins, and that's it. So this is one of my, before I did December, this probably would have been my, it's a toss-up between December and this one. And then I think July would come in after that. So there you go. So finally, we are at December. So I do like the way this came out. This, I had a different thought. I mean, I like the way it came out. This is just supposed to be a big old present with some, with some images of Christmas in it and a bow. I'm not crazy about the bow, but it works. This was just fun to do, and I just thought it was a great kind of quilting of the colors and everything. I liked it, and I really did like that I found all this glitter washi in my stash. I didn't realize I had this much until I started like digging and looking around. I'm like, oh, I gotta highlight it, because actually I think it makes the pages pop. This is a Christmas tree. Went through a couple of different iterations before I came up on this. You can see that I started doing something different up here. Then it kind of morphed in me using these dot markers right here. Not this color, but I used the dot markers, and that made it so much easier to decorate the Christmas tree. Some of this was just kind of trial and error as I was doing it, but I love the washi tape that is using as decor on these gifts, because it just makes them pop. Yeah. And I think the font, I like the font on here. Yeah. And this Santa sleigh was kind of a last minute addition. I'm like, what am I going to put there? And I go, can I draw a sleigh that looks like a sleigh? And apparently I could. So you got your Santa sleigh here with the gifts and the presents and everything. And you can see I didn't write anything here. It's becoming a pattern, so we need to change this for the 2024. Then we got our Frosty the Snowman. Okay, we're not calling him Frosty. I got a couple of suggestions. Freezy. What was the other suggestion? I did get a couple of suggestions on what to call this guy. I like him because I love this purple hat. I just think this hat is so cool. And he's got a scarf. He just looks fly. But anyway, he's got his snowflakes around him, and it's all about him. So he's the center of the page, and he kind of knocks some of my budgeting off the page, but I'm okay with that because he's cute. Then we have our ornaments page, which I think I like it. I like this ornament. I like how these all turned out. I was I was gonna make some more ornaments, but then to me it started getting a little bit busy. I'm just kind of like, okay, you need to calm it down. And then I couldn't think of any other shapes, so I didn't want to create the same shapes over and over again. So yeah, there's that ornament page, which I like. And again, nothing here on the Etsy, so I'm just decorating pages to decorate pages. We will be going over this on another video. Then my savings page, I do have to fill this in. I will be filling this in with what I started with and what I ended with for the year. And highlights pages, I did some transferring, but basically this is all about the stockings and the treats. So we've got our candy canes, we've got our gingerbread guy, and I don't know if you guys can see, but he has a little gold in here outlining him. I don't know how it shows up on camera. Maybe if I do, I don't know. Y'all can tell me if you see it. We got our stockings hanging here. And this is supposed to abbreviate highlights, but it was late. I don't know how to spell. So there you go. This is the big old stocking. You got your little gingerbread man and this sweet treat. And I like him. He's so cute. So yeah, so there you go. And that is it. So these pages we'll be using for R&D. And I've already used some pages in the back for R&D swatching. As you can see, this is another iteration of what the Christmas tree was going to look like. And I decided to not go with these colors. I went with some other colors. But yeah. Some some other stuff going on here. I'm showing you I'm showing you how the sausage is made, you guys. And then I have this kind of thing going on here. So yeah, there's a little bit of trial and error that goes into these spreads, but yeah, I like it. I like the way it turned out. So if I were to rate these, I would say November's number 1, and we'll go back and look at November. November spread is number 1 because I just put so much work into this and I think it turned out so well. And so November's number 1. Then I would say December is number 2 for me. Y'all rate it how you want to. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. December is number 2. Then I would say it's a toss-up between, where we go, June. I really do like the way this turned out. June and July. I'm going to go with June over July because the only drawback if I were to do a review and take off a star, it'd be the thickness of the paper for July. So if I were to do something like this again, I would definitely have to keep in mind to use a thinner paper. But I did like the way it turned out and the simplicity of it. And just the way it all looks with the starburst, with the fireworks bursting in air. So yeah, and this one I just like that I used what I had, and I do like it. So yeah, I have my faves. But what do you like? Just a real quick recap. We're gonna look at the cover pages. It's January, February, Black History Month. March, we got the donuts. April, we got butterflies. May, we got New York. June, we've got summer. July, we have fireworks. August, we have Barbie. September, we have fall leaves. October, we have the Foxies and the pumpkins. And I didn't put a tab in November. And November, we have just sweater weather. And then December, we have our Christmas tree and presents. So there you go. So y'all, that is a recap of my entire year in my bullet journal. Like I said, for 2024, I'm going to be switching some things up with the beginning part of my bullet journal, the things I track in the beginning of my bullet journal, and I'll be showing you that. And yeah, and I got some, y'all, I'm so excited. I got some new toys, I got some new pens, some new markers, and yeah, I'm really excited. So we're going to be working on, I'm going to be showing you that coming up this week, my new bullet journal setup, and also I need to do some budgeting and show you all that too, but this is the fun part, and I'm going to be showing you my January spread as well. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the year in review of my budgeting 2024. Overall, I like using this. I like using it for a couple of reasons. I like using it because it puts everything in one place. I have to be thoughtful about how I put it in because it's a bound book. I like that, like I said, I like that it's in one place. It helps me keep track. It's not, I don't have to pull it from different, I do like the Happy Planner. I'm not gonna say I don't like the Happy Planner, but I like the Happy Planner for different reasons. One of the things I don't like the Happy Planner is I tend to rip pages out and put in places because the pages come out so easily. With this, I have to be thoughtful. I have to be thinking about what I'm gonna put in here. And I like that I track things, and it has helped me throughout the year in terms of budgeting and keeping track of things. But also, another reason I decided to do it this way, so with the Happy Planner, is it has gotten me outside of my creative box. It has gotten me outside of just putting stickers on pages and using what I have, the tools that I have. Yes, I did buy some stencils and I bought some stamps and stuff like that, but those tools are reusable, and I can use them in so many different ways, and it's allowing me to be a little bit more creative, which is one of the things I want to be doing going forward, because for a while there, I come from a creative background, but I haven't been doing anything creative, and this has really helped me think more creatively and be more creative and like take some chances. So hopefully in the new year, 2024, you'll see me doing more interesting things, more interesting color schemes, different approaches towards things, different themes I probably wouldn't have thought of. So I'm looking forward to it. I like it. It's fun. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to a new year of just bullet journaling, saving up as much money as possible, getting closer to retirement. I'm hoping to retire in 4 years. Fingers crossed. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to 2024, and I hope you are too. And I'm looking forward to showing you what I have in store for the next version of this. I've upgraded y'all, so y'all see that in the next coming up. Well, not the next video. Maybe it'll be a next video. I don't know. You'll see that this week, though. You'll see that in the video coming up. And I think that's it. So I hope you all are doing well. I want to wish you all a happy 2024. I hope it's going well for you so far. And I'm seeing great things for this community. We're just going to be killing it next year. So I will see you in the next one. Take care.